YouTube? I am Godly11 here, and today I'm going to be showing you a game I had against this random dude named EdgeHead. What's been going on? Alright, so I haven't posted a video, God knows how long, and I decided to go on Trade Cards Along because I've been bored today, and Naruto, the game, for those of you who are not aware, as most of you probably are, did die. I mean, not literally, someone obviously didn't murder the game, but technically they did because back about a year ago, the creators, Bandai, of this game decided to stop funding it. And once they stopped funding it, that means no new sets came out and kind of killed the player base. But luckily, right before the game ended, just so you guys know, I created a page called Naruto CCG Forums on Facebook. It is a group that you can add yourself to, and I'll accept you and whatever. And just because I knew that they're going to delete the website, and I did not want to, I wanted people to, be able to communicate with each other still. We got all those famous people from the page. Shino's dad, I mean, Tyler, which is, one of the game creators, is on there too. So it currently has about 300 followers, which is pretty amazing that the community is still kind of big, and it's not super active all the time, but people will post stuff and ask questions and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in doing that, look it up on Facebook. I will accept you without a doubt. And yeah, so I recorded this video. It's not even my deck. What I did is I was on trade cards and I just picked someone's random deck and I started playing with it. So you're gonna see that that I don't know what every card does. Well, I know what every card does, but I don't know what the deck is until certain way in. So enjoy, yeah. So this game is a great example of what happens when you draw no missions. And this, I did not, spoilers, this game was very bad. Though I did pretty good with the deck, you'll see. But this is what happens when you don't draw any missions in a game. No matter how good your curve is, you don't draw any missions, you're out of here. So this is a limited format. I believe this deck is actually could be block legal. Kidding, it is not at all. It has a card called Broken there. So you can see both of our hands. The angle's a little weird, but I'm doing my best. So of course I have every freaking color in the world in my hand right now. I have water, fire, earth, lightning, like literally every element in my hand. And he's playing some weird fire wind variant with Hidan and Chidori and Yakumo. So not bad, but his first hand, that is the worst shit ever, gotta be honest. I kind of skipped ahead. I played a card, but turns out he's gonna mulligan, which means he's gonna shuffle his hand into his deck. So whatevs. He's going to draw one less card. So, I mean, I get an instant advantage, and my hand isn't too bad. I have a 0, and then a 1, and then a mission, and then you're going to see the insanity that occurs with this kind of deck early game. But again, didn't draw any missions, so who cares? Am I right? So, now I am eating lunch, but I'm not going to eat it while I film the video, so never mind. So yeah, that's a much better hand. Well, he has draw and a turn for everything, and he can discard and use Kurenai. So I play Hotaru's. Hotaru's effect is that when you put her in play, you draw a card and discard a card. You can also flashpoint her, which is when you remove from play, and then put it back in play the next turn, so you can reactivate the effect. But then you lose field advantage. So I just drew the card and discarded Yamato. I didn't need Yamato right now. He goes ahead and plays Hotaru. Draws whatever, a Naruto. Okay. So you see, we did the same turn, and if I was him, I would have attacked. But that's just not how he runs his deck. I am a rushy player. I do not care if all my ninjas die, because it's my first turn. I will play something next turn. And then I drew Aruka. Now I realize this deck is going to be insane. So Aruka's effect at the end of the turn, you can search your deck for a client and put him in play. And I didn't know what client it was going to be, but I was like, oh, that's going to be a good play. And then I used Axis of Evil. I charge Kiba. I'm like, I don't need this guy. You kidding? And I assumed, and here's again, this happened just now. I assumed that a deck would have this Shino that when he's discarded, you put in play a ninja token with 0/0. And I made a good assumption because it did have that card. There he is. Discard him, and then he goes back to the bottom of the deck because of Revitalize, which is his effect. And then he puts in play a token. If that's not broken, I don't know what is. Because look at that. Now I have 3 ninjas in the field. Easily have advantage over him. And so this is, and then I drew a card. And now I have 2 fire chakra. I could use a jutsu. Well, not really, but I could if I really wanted to. So there, 5 and a 0. I decided to swing both because he can't OV me. Blocks the 0. I get 2 battle wards. That's a perfect turn 1 play for an aggro player like me. Aggro meaning that you just go crazy, you swing with everything, and you run over everything, and you do not give a darn whatsoever. So I activated Ruka, looked for a client. There's 2 options. He had Momji and Hikaru. I realized which one was better, and I'll explain why. Someone in my other video asked me why I explain so much. It's because what else am I going to talk about? You know, you only live once. And besides that, you have to. I mean, you have to explain the cards so everyone knows what's going on. So I looked at the 2 clients, selected Hikaru, shuffled. And this guy's being very understanding. He's not going, what are you doing? Play Hikaru. Now, Hikaru's effect is that you can discard 1 card from your hand, and in that case, you can put in play 1 animal ninja from your discard or chakra area in play, which is absolutely bonkers. It really is. I mean, you get a free extra deployment. You'll see why that is sort of helpful, but not super in this game. Alright, then he draws Obito. Play Yakumo. Yakumo says all my ninjas of Genjutsu get -2 combat. Whatever. He says my coin's injured already, so I'm just going to block with the coin. So it dies. He doesn't see it. It doesn't leave the field, but it dies. And look, I drew a mission. That's a very weird mission. Don't worry about it. I never actually had to play it. Use Hikaru's effect, discarding fish as an animal, and then put it in play. Isn't that kind of... That's silly. And then I draw a card. And then I drew a permanent mission. So right now I have 3 ninjas. He's still going to be able to tap me, so I probably won't swing. But I'm going ahead, I'm looking at my hand, and I decide to play World of Fire, which is the mission. Because World of Fire says whenever you put in play a Fire Ninja, it gets a coin on it. And if you remove a coin, you can mill 2 cards. If you remove 6 coins, you can mill half your opponent's deck. Which is the discard, the top card of the deck. And so I just don't swing. And I have my turn. I've got advantage. I expected him to play something with support value, but he doesn't. He uses Toby. Toby says you draw 2 cards, discard 1, and then he gets removed from game. And, I mean, wow, he's already got some pretty good cards. No missions, though, so I feel pretty good at this point. And he gets removed from game. Bye-bye, Toby. See you later, Toby. Then he plays Kiba. Kiba says you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and grab a mission, which is really good. As you can see, he already has a gift in his hand, but right now I feel pretty confident. I can't see his hand during the game, obviously. And I see all these cards, I'm like, Pakun, do not care at all. And then Windblade. So I already knew it was Windfire. So what? Alright, grabs a gift, because that's all he can do. Shuffles. Alright. So he's not going to swing because I'm bigger, or he'll tap, and who wants to lose their ninjas? I draw Akamaru, so of course I'm going to use Hikaru to put in play Kiba. Now, here's the thing. I probably could have made a better play and discarded Akamaru, put in play Kiba, and kept Broke just in case. But it really didn't matter in the end, you'll see. I don't think I was going to draw a water card for Broke. And Broke was, it would have helped me against Otaru, because then he would never draw anything. Whatever. It would be a nice counter. But you know what? Gets a coin. And then I can normal deploy Akamaru. Gets another coin. Actually, I didn't make a mistake. I did that right. Never mind. And I could squad right now into Kiba Akamaru, I believe. It's turn 3, I think. But I decided not to. And you'll see why, because whatever, But look at my field. I have 5 ninjas, he has 3, and I already had the token, so I haven't taken any damage. And he blocks him his Kiba, it dies. So I'm feeling pretty happy. And then I mill 3 cards because of Akamaru. Oh, look, Boyhood's gone. And I milled the top 2, which was whatever else. Which was a Hydro Pump, I think. So look, he drew another Toby. Yay! Draw 2, discard 1. Whoa. Effin'. You're welcome. He discards Chidori because he knows he has a Boyhood. He can just grab it back. Boyhood 70 sent out to attack and grab Chidori from the discard pile. And he uses gift. Draw 3, move 1 to the bottom. I believe. So he's having a good time. You can tell. I mean, look at this. And he's got that stupid Naruto he's going to put in play. So just gonna put Otaru back. You don't need to. I mean, unless you think you're slick or something. Plays Naruto. So he has a Fear Dragon Jutsu in his hand just in case. I really don't have any Jutsus, and that's why I was saying I don't have any chakra for the mission. So whatever. Draws a gift. Grabs it with Naruto. Naruto says when he's deployed, search deck for a lightning or wind mission, and that's what he did. Now he's got guaranteed draw for the next turn. Flashpoint Otaru, so he has a team of 5, and he doesn't mind if it injures, because Naruto injures to a 6. So he's in a great position. I block Otaru, who should have died, now that I look at it. 5-0. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Okay, so she shouldn't have died. I draw Kiba. Again, this is the worst. I have no chakra. I have no deployment. So I squad in the Kiba Akamaru. And at this point, I think, man, I could squad 6 times and mill half his deck because, that's legal. But he tells me you can't, and he explains why. And I just ask him. We have a quick conversation. Turns out I cannot squad Kiba a bunch of times. And if it was wrong, whatever, I would not have won the game by milling half his deck at this point. He had way better draw. So whatever, he said, I'm not too sure. So please don't call me like a noob or something if I didn't correct that. I haven't played the game in a year, literally. So I form a team. I'm not going to swing. Naruto's just going to tap and whatever. It's his turn. Otaru comes to play, draws a card, discards card. F. Kurenai. He has JLDC in his hand. Are you serious? And he didn't play it? Well, I guess he shouldn't have. I mean, he had a pretty good hand. Draws loss. Uses gift. Freaking draws 3. At this point, I'm like, there's no way. Unless I draw a Warhawk, which draws 4 cards or whatever. Ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody gonna win. Look, he's got that Sasuke too. Oh my god, that Sasuke makes Fear Dragon Jutsu a kill. Ooh, kill him. Oh man, he had me in check there. Anyway, yeah, oh look. Perfect. And he can grab his Chidori back. So right now, you see I'm being very apathetic because I have not zero, I have like very little chance of winning at this point. Just because I know what his deck, I mean, when you play a lot of Naruto, you find out what all decks are about. He's going to grab Chidori. He probably has 2 responses. I only have 4 cards in my hand and I can't do any jutsus. If I block with anything, I'm done. So I block Otaru, dies. It's my turn. Unless I draw Warhawk, good game. So I draw Sakura. And I explain to him, I give up, it's not my deck. He was very nice, and I explained to him that there was the page I was explaining in the beginning, and that's it. So maybe he'll add me on there, who knows? And that's the end of the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll try to post these, if you guys really do like them. It's kind of random, since Naruto is dead, but, you know what? Swag life. So that's it. And enjoy the video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you later, guys.